kabhi na you start watching this film and things happen where you can't believe your eyes, and it's not in a good way. Sometimes you just see a scene and आपको समझ नहीं आता कि आगे हो क्या रहा है. This happens a lot in Shakuntalam. And after a point when the phrase tan ki taap was used was when honestly everything just broke for me. Hi, I am Pratiksha and you're watching my review of Shakuntalam. Shakuntalam is essentially the latest iteration of Kalidasa's play Shakuntala, and this film is now directed by Gunasekhar. Gunasekhar has directed a lot of great films, but this film, there's things to say about it. Hota kya hai is that we find out that Shakuntala, played by Samantha, is the daughter of Vishwamitra and the Apsara. Menka, it's a lore that a lot of people know. Ab kya hota hai, since humans can't enter Swarglok as such, उसको मेनका धरती पे छोड़ के चली जाती हैं. Now she's adopted by a rishi और फिर she grows up in that ashram itself. आश्रम में while she's growing up she meets the king Dushyant. दोनों को एक ही दिन में प्यार हो जाता है, एक war हो जाता है, वो जीत जाते हैं. There is some असुर लोक का lore that is discussed. We meet many CGI created animals. Every time the scene cuts to just a screen of just these animals standing and looking in the general direction of the camera. For some reason, I couldn't stop laughing every time. And I still don't get what the comedic value of that is, but something about it just makes me laugh. Since its announcement, the film Shakuntalam was in conversation because of its VFX and production design. Since they're showing बहुत पुराने time का, it's the time of epics and poems, everything has to be wondrous, सब कुछ ऐसा जादू type लगना चाहिए. Sonpari used to do that very well, if I remember when I was a kid. At that level, that VFX was great. But now, in 2023, extremely fake-looking green grass and animals that are clearly just put in the screen. And sometimes I feel like just shoddy green screen work is not fun to watch, right? जो visual effects हैं Shakuntalam के, they seem very video game-like. And चलो ठीक है, at a point you can be like, oh, इतना gaudy है, it's such a big set, and there's clearly a lot of effort that has gone into it, but as a final product, it's just not fun to watch. But despite that, that is not the worst part of the film as such. The worst part is कि अगर film का नाम Shakuntalam है, shouldn't we see more of Shakuntala? We don't. उनका जो character है, it becomes very one tone, like this is the journey that she's going on. Her journey is essentially that she has to give birth to a son who will change the course of mankind, और वो उसी में चलती रहती हैं. And there is not much that she is given to do. बहुत कुछ चल रहा है. If you know the lore of Shakuntala, you will know that after she falls in love with Dushyant and vice versa, Dushyant, who by the way is played by Dev Mohan, after she falls in love with him, there's a whole memory loss thing that happens because of shrap that is given, and then she has to go prove that, she is actually his rightful wife, There's a lot that goes on. Iska emotional core would be very high because it's a very sad thing that happens if someone that she's in love with has truly forgotten that she exists. But ye emotional core kahin aata hi nahi hai. And that's not because the acting is bad as such. Both Samantha and Dev Mohan do try, kind of to make their characters seem believable. But since the script writing does not support them, right? Kabhi bhi kuch bhi ho raha hai, there's no emotional core, Aisa koi waqt nahi hota ki you will feel that, oh, I want to genuinely immerse myself in the story. That just doesn't happen. और उस वजह से जितनी भी acting वो कर पाते हैं इसमें, and there is scope for improvement, it amounts to nothing. मतलब ऐसा बहुत Disney type feeling है इस फिल्म में, because the birds are singing, she's friends with all the animals are friends with each other. एक जगह पे एक हाथी पे शेर बैठे हुए. I mean, there's a row of elephants और वो हाथियों पे each there is one शेर sitting. And also, I don't know why shares are hunting in a group, because it's usually the lionesses that do it. It's a whole thing. The entire film, I had so many questions just scientifically. Not a lot of it makes sense. And at one point, Shakuntalam is a film that you will just sit back and want to enjoy because it's funny. And it's not supposed to be funny. And that's not a great thing for a film. One thing that is worthy of mention is that it is the debut of Allu Arha, and she is so cute. She is so cute. The last 25 minutes of the film, I genuinely wanted to enjoy because she does such a great job. Very endearing, good for her. But otherwise, I don't know, Shakuntalam is gorgeous. Okay, I guess if I'm looking for good things, it's a pretty film. There's a lot of sundarta going on. The very heavy Hindi exists, I guess it's good. It's period specific, but it's tough. It's tough to truly give in to this film and enjoy it as a filmmaking experience. I mean, genuinely I had the time of my life. But mostly because at one point I let it go. I gave up. I was just watching the film because things were bright and colorful, and because there's a little deer that's very cute. So that's fine. It's all of that. It's not a great film as such. I feel like Samantha, just as an actor, deserves so much better. So much better. And for that reason alone, and the lion sitting on the elephants, I can't look past it. Because of all of those reasons, my rating for Shakuntalam is 2 stars out of 5.